5, 16, 19, 21, 30, 3 and 10. Check results. You remember?
Just hold on, we're going home. I just did the last one like a minute ago, pretending like a day's passed, I need to catch up. Put a day, Dr. Away, 17987, 1760, 180, 256, I don't know what number we're on. Yesterday / a minute ago was a whole lot of sort of bullshit. Whole lot of bullshit, man. Whole lot of talking about myself. I know, I'm so fucking... Oh, sorry, I had to burp there. Really did. But today's a lot more... You could argue it's old news. But news is news, mate. News is news. Luke Bennett. Speed. I'm not sure which person... Or maybe I'll just do all three. Luke Bennett, Speed, and Dream. Other things I want to go... We'll start in that order. Luke Bennett. Luke Bennett... Someone who I barely even heard of, let's say. But it was trending because he came out on Instagram Live. He's like... I think he's a TikToker. He's been in the influencer boxing space. The only thing I want to say on this is that it's just funny in the way in which he did it. Firstly, when you go on Twitter, most of the people are just tweeting stuff like, who the fuck is Luke Bennett? And why am I meant to give a fuck? Or people saying it's just funny that Luke Bennett's gay because... People are saying it's so funny to me that Luke Bennett's gay. I don't know if that's because people envisage Luke Bennett as what they thought peak alpha male, like straight masculine man was. Why they were saying that. But, you know... the way it was funny. I didn't see the video, but it was like, from what I've seen, he was like on Instagram Live or like some kind of live content type of thing. Like shirtless with another guy, and they were like lip-syncing and that, and then he must have said at some point. Or maybe it was just like, show don't tell. Like, maybe he didn't say anything, I don't know. But like, it's funny to me because it was almost like, instead of just being like, doing a tweet, I said like a lot there, or just like doing a video and saying it, it was almost, no, I need to prove it. People aren't going to believe me. It was like I would say this is a fair enough thing to do if you're Brad Pitt. It's like, no, people won't believe me if I just say I'm gay. Like, I need to prove that I am. So like, he's sitting there, he's like, okay, first of all, shirt off, you shirt off as well. Okay, we got to look, we got to look into this, right? Second of all, we got to kiss. If I just say I'm gay but I don't kiss another man, they won't believe me. So we're necking on. Because he's like on Instagram Live, and it's just like, why have you came with receipts? You know, I'm sure no one was gonna call bullshit regardless. But I didn't watch the video, so like, I don't know what the content is. I just thought it was mildly funny. All of a sudden, if you're just like, I'm not a comedian. I can't think of a funny example of another way. I'm not Theo Von or some shit, but like, think of like another example. It'd be funny to be like, hey guys, this is what's going on, and now let me do it and prove it. Like, it's just like, it was just funny. Was it funny, or was it just something that happened on Twitter and I thought I should talk about that because it happened on Twitter and this is a podcast and you're meant to talk about stuff that happens on Twitter. The other thing was Speed finally met Ronaldo. Why is there's always these people on Twitter? I'm gonna sound like the biggest fanboy right now, and it's not even the case. I feel like the Sidemen's content is mid as fuck. I think they've got potential to make great stuff, but they're too scared to because they just want to make videos that bang and do well, which makes sense. Whereas I'm just like, you have the ability to, you got the filmmakers in place. I've seen what they've made for other people and stuff and their style, and you've done it rarely, where you could actually make something that made me feel something and wasn't just like this sort of nothing burger that you've done 50 times before for a conveyor belt. And they think they can kind of just get through on these same old ideas of charisma alone, and they can because they get millions and millions of views. I'm just being sort of selfish in what I would say I would prefer. So I'm not a fanboy when I say that. Like, I don't watch their videos like that. I just sort of check in to say, is this something that is this something watch podcasts maybe, is this like, okay, I like this, like that. Like, I'll pick and choose, right? There's just people on Twitter who just like, and I'm miserable I'm not miserable, I'm like, I complain. I'm a complainer because it's fun to complain. Who doesn't like to be like, oh, well, this is fucking shit, isn't it? And now it's fucking raining, guys. No, it's fucking raining, boys. It's like, not in a, like a, oh, you're bringing down the mood, man. You're bringing down the mood. We're having a great time. But like, when it's just like, oh, we're in a shit situation. We don't have to be like, oh, this is sunshine and rainbows. Let's all have a laugh about how shit it is, So like, but like, there is people on Twitter who are like, there's just nothing wrong. It's just people enjoying themselves or whatever, like light-hearted, or just there's people doing this, or like this happens, that there's a good thing happens, like, and it's a hard point to try and make, because sometimes it's like, are they doing that, or is it just their opinion? For example, Across the Spider-Verse comes out, and one guy says, oh, really hot take, but like, I just want to say this because no one else is. But is the storyline of Into the Spider-Verse even that good, or do we just love it because of the animation? And if the story was just live action without this crazy animation, would people actually say that this is an amazing story, or would they just say this is an okay story because it hasn't got this like groundbreak? And it's like, okay, this is an interesting enough point that people could, like, I don't know, talk about, whatever. Also, at the same time, if he feels that way, it's his fucking opinion, like. But the way everyone just shut him down, like, shut the fuck up, you're wrong, this is amazing, shut the fuck up, there's always gonna be one guy who just likes to be different. And it's like, I'm sure there is people, definitely, who just say things because they want to be that guy is different, right? Most of them under the age of 13. But, like, there is also just people who just, the minority is a thing, like, being in the minority. Like, you know, if 95% of people like a film, there is always going to be the 5%. In a planet full of, like, 7 point how many billion people in it, the 5% of people who don't like something is actually quite a lot of people. You know what I mean? So, like, that's different, because, like, that is something I don't want to get put into this category of what I'm trying to say here. For example, Speed meeting all of, like, these footballers and stuff, and then someone has to pipe. Everyone's like, oh, it's actually kind of, like, wholesome. Like, Speed finally met Ronaldo. Speed finally did this and that. And someone to comment, like, you know, there's something truly... People love... Oh, my God. People love fucking starting tweets being dramatic as fuck as well. It was like, there's something really discerning or really uneasy about how everyone is pushing Speed in, like, to interact with these footballers who look extremely uncomfortable. It's like, oh wow, really, are footballers having to, like, meet a fan who's, like, freaking out? And sure, Speed's not a fan of all these footballers, doesn't know more, but, like, oh wow, poor footballers, why are people putting Speed in place to meet these footballers where they have to stand next to a kid for, I know it's like 18, but stand next to a kid for, like, 30 seconds who's, like, screaming and yelping and barking because he loves Ronaldo. Oh no, but oh, why are we putting the footballers through this? Oh no. And in reality, it's just like, you like these footballers, you think you know more than Speed does, and you're just pissed that Speed's meeting more when you think he doesn't really like ball that much. And it's like, just grow up. Why get mad on Twitter about nothing? Because I'm just like, you know what, it was kind of wholesome when you saw Speed meet Ronaldo. It was like, oh my God, it happened. You know? It was cute. It was cute. I don't know why. And was Ronaldo probably like, I barely speak English, or however he sounds, right? And, like, this is, I didn't watch the video or something, but I don't know if it was barking or some shit. He probably knew who Ronaldo was before, like, players were probably trying to get him to meet him. He was like, I don't want to meet this crazy guy. But, like, look, it's just like a thing. It's like, Speed's crazy. What can you do about it? He's just a crazy individual. Like, some people are just fucking crazy. You know what I mean? That's just, like, I don't know. He doesn't. Obviously, he puts it on, and obviously, there's moments where, like, when the camera's not around, he's just sitting there. He's kind of, like, quiet and stuff, and, like, he's just in his thoughts, and he's just talking to people in a normal conversation. But at the same time, like, just because when the camera's around you, you get extra bubbly in that doesn't mean that's not who you are. Like, I couldn't go out and do what Speed does because, like, that's maybe not a good example, but I don't know. Sometimes people see crazy people, or people who've got, like, a gimmick or this and that, and they think it's so stupid, and they automatically think, oh, this is just like a geezer like me, who's just thought of this gimmick, who's now going out acting a prat, and it's getting him all these, like, stuff. And it's like, like, you're calling, I don't know. I just thought it was dumb, and I thought it was actually wholesome. Speed and Ronaldo. Number 3, Dream. This is, like, less wholesome. When I spoke about the Dream thing, I was kind of tiptoeing around it. I was kind of being, like, caveating everything I said. It was like, I never really watch Dream's content. I don't really know what his deal is. Like, I don't know, like, if he just has, like, crazy insecurities, or just, like, really, you know, like, I don't know what his deal is. Like, to say all of a sudden want to put your mask back on to make an apology where you apologize for being ugly and stuff. But then I have other people's opinions on it. And they were saying things like, this is just and this people say about everything. That's why I never, like, say this is a thing that happens. Because any little thing that happens, people say, oh, it's probably just a publicity stunt, or it's probably just, like, a thing to get more views up, or the company company will fuck up and do something wrong, and then someone will say that's probably just some marketing genius's bright idea to like, because now we're all talking about it, and it's like it's such a cop out on like giving people who fuck up and make mistakes a way out, saying or who just are just stupid and do stupid stuff. They probably decided like plan out. So it's like and by the way, we give credit to like dumb company like Burger King, keep women in the kitchen, whatever they says, or like Jake Paul doing some fuck up thing, or like whatever. Oh yeah, but it's probably some publicity, some smart thing. It's like, why are we giving all these people credit like they came up with some smart way to get trending? And maybe they did like half the time, but people act like it happens every single time. Anyway, people act like this time. It's always just something I never really consider. Because sometimes like people say about everything, so I don't. Do I speak too fast? By the way, someone commented that, and I feel like maybe I do. Or maybe it's and that's another thing I think. Is it because like if you don't have the same accent as someone, if someone's speaking not that fast, it sounds really fast to you because you haven't got the same accent, it just sounds really fast. Or am I just speaking really fast in general? I don't know. I don't know the nationality of the person who commented that. But I think I need to slow down speed. I think I need to be. I think I need to speak at a pace that's maybe more closely to this. And I never thought of myself as a fast speaker, but I think when I do these, I am. Is that too slow now? I don't know. What was he talking about? Yeah, Dream. So, and then they're like, it's probably a publicity thing. Like he's got like a pre-sale to his new song and the thing. It's like, yeah, I did read that and notice that last time, but I just didn't really think much of it. And he's like, he's going out in fucking Walmart and he's doing his groceries with that stupid fucking mask on. He's at like basketball games with big old fucking mask on. It's like, I don't want people to notice me. I want to just go back to being a no one, but I want to walk around with a huge fucking mask on that says I'm Dream. And like, also it's a kind of mask where it could be just a marshmallow situation. Like anyone could be under there. So just a generic white guy. You go and do your task where you just sit at home, two places at once type deal. It's like, I don't know. For some reason, it's pissing me off. I don't know what Dream's whole deal is. I don't know what he's playing at. I don't know if he feels this that way. But what he's been so weird about is like, my face. Look at me. I'm hideous. I'm ugly. Also like a troll meme. I'm putting mask back on. People who made Batman's mask made it, even though just like a fucking paper plate smiley face. I'm walking outside of it. I'm doing shopping. It's just like, and everyone's clowning you about it, and it's like, if that is a decision just to get more views, which by the way, his views were on like 4 million, 6 million, 7 million, 4 million. That's still fucking amazing, like still good. Like, oh what, but they're not 20, 40, 60 now. It's like, who the fuck gives a fuck, man? It's just like, once you get to a point, it's just like, why the fuck? Like, you know how PewDiePie just makes videos now and they'll just do like 2 million, he's just happy with it. It's like, yeah, that's amazing. Like, surely, yeah, okay, if they drop, they drop. I'm not saying, oh, don't give a fuck, just do it because you enjoy it and you're making no fucking money and you fell off a cliff and you're fucking making 40k each video and you were someone who was like Dream. But it's just like, you're gonna, if this is the case, you would go as far as to be some fucking clown loser walking around with a mask on, like, just weird decision, like, I don't even know the implications of it, just for people to talk about you for a few more weeks. Like, it's just weird, man. I don't know. It's made me lightheaded just thinking about it. Like, I don't get it. It's just a fucking mindfuck. Like, are you actually super, like, upset? Like, you were, like, put into a spiraling depression thing because of this mask. And it's like, you weren't mentally as strong as you thought you were to, like, just sort of subject yourself to the internet. It's something you should have foreseen, but, whatever. Or is it just, like, I don't like these blurred lines. It just annoys me. Like, I just want to know. Like, are you a fucking clown? Are you a fucking money whore? Are you a fucking like businessman in your eyes? Are you this fucking like clout chaser? Are you like this just like insecure guy? Like, are you actually just this sort of you normal human? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. This was 1-7 something. Maybe, I don't know. See you in whatever the next one is.
With the kids, and I've got 3 kids, and the geezer was probably on like maximum 20 bags a year. Like the most boring bloke you'll ever meet. Like,